Hello there, everybody. And thank you to the dulcet tones of D-Rock. But yeah, give me 1 second. I think I'm getting a bit of stuff through my mic. Just be 1 sec. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a lot better. There was I could see I could see something was not right about that audio. I don't know if you could hear it, but I could see it, and that would have annoyed me. Oh yes, I should probably remove the starting soon. Yeah, that's probably sensible. I kind of want to leave the cat. No, he can go. He can go. He can go. Sorry, well, when I was remembering that when I do these on my own, I always play a bit of music first, and then the vibing cat entered my brain, and he had to be there. This is the well-run, oiled, and professional organization that you are dealing with. I hope you are all doing okay. Today, it is just going to be me as our usual Valheim is somewhat hampered by the fact that Longfang has the Rona. So, yeah, and because it's his save, I can't exactly load it up and work on it myself, can I? Or possibly I can. I don't know. I don't understand Valheim. That's the whole point of that series. However, what we're going to do today is play a game I've been meaning to try out for a while, which is Surviving Mars, which is a game where you try and colonize Mars and not kill everybody. Killing everyone on Mars is what we in the business call doing an Elon Musk. So, I will be trying that. Now, I have only played the tutorial. Okay, I played most of the tutorial. I didn't have the time to do the last bit. But I don't know how far we'll get. So maybe that won't come up. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I'm going to give it a shot because I like these kind of games, usually. So I thought I'd see how it goes. So let's try that. It's a Paradox game, by the way. Which makes sense. Thank you for the sub there, Hypnodisc. And Issa, thank you for the sub there as well. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. So yeah, yeah, I have not. I've only played a little bit. The tutorial, most of the tutorial. So we'll just start a new game and we'll see how it goes. I don't know anything about it. I should probably turn down the music a smidge. Or at least the master volume a smidge. Because that music sounds like that gets a little loud at times. Or at least it looks like it. But let me know. Is that music too much? Is it not enough? Do you require the music to drown out my voice entirely? I would understand. Maybe I hell out. Yeah, it looked it to me. Okay. Is that better? Is that more bearable? It's coming through actually remarkably loud for not being that loud on my end, but I can see the things. Okay, cool. Right, well, let us just start a new game. So, it's a game which allows you to choose mission sponsor, commander profile, rocket payload, and landing location. Alright. These are not things the tutorial covered, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. It's probably fine. You're louder than the music, but neither is at an intolerable level. Oh well, if I am tolerable, then I am not doing my job correctly. I shall make an effort to be more intolerable as we go forth. Okay. Rename our colony. Okay. What are we calling the colony? What are we calling it? Surviving Mars good. Oh, I'm glad. I think I saw someone else saying, yeah, Tempestus was saying that as well. Yeah. Earth 2, the better one. Our colon. Yee. I am not calling it Grimes.
Call it calm.
I'll just call it better than Elon's. Come. Oh, okay, the people are chanting come. Mothman HQ. Fuck. Wib's fantastic cum land. The people are always chanting come. That means nothing. Long thanks, Lament. Hey, Long Fang. Oh, fuck. Anyway, fuck. Matt Damon Memorial Guard. You know, I really am... You call it Twitter, so it's guaranteed catch fire. I feel like I made a mistake asking what you should call it. Fuck. It is Wibopolis. I would not do that. Okay, mission sponsor.
Let the purifying flame cleanse this area.
Just finished first Pathfinder game on the server. It was great and silly. I'm glad people enjoyed it. Oh, I am very, very glad. I'm very, very glad. I am assuming that was Lynn. Yes. Yes, excellent. I'm glad. Okay, so the different sponsors have different difficulty levels. So, like, Space Y. Ugh. Apparently, hard mode is doing the fucking... Was it? Oh fuck! Were they? I can't remember. Were they Mormons in The Expanse? Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna go with the standard one. You know what? I'm just gonna leave everything as is. I think that's probably for the best. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it whatever its default is. I'm just gonna leave it. Select a landing spot. Does it? Is there a difficulty thing attached to them? Ah, yes. Oh, you can kind of put it wherever. Okay. This has got a lot of water. That so far seems like the easiest one, which... Oh, no, here we go. Alright. Let's just go with this nice and simple one, unless there's an easier one. Because I have not played the game before, and I am definitely going to kill everyone. So slap bang on the top of Olympus Mons, yeah. I was hoping to just slap myself flat on the face that isn't a face. Welcome to Mars. Everyone at Mission Control is impatient to see the rocket touching down and unloading its precious cargo. Our remotely controlled eyes and hands on the red planet, the drones and rovers. Our goal is to secure a foothold for humanity by building the first Martian dome. This daunting endeavor will allow the brave pioneers, the Founders, Not to be confused with the changelings from Star Trek. To settle on Mars and prove the colony is sustainable. But until then, we have to make sure the colony has enough construction resources, water, oxygen, and power. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we've got some bullshit over here. And that's concrete, so yeah, this seems like a sensible place to land, probably. I kind of like how the front of this just looks like a fucking, like, jet airliner. It's not a joke, I just think it's quite cute. Oh, okay, so... I'm doing zoomies. Okay, so, in this game, you get a bunch of little drones who are adorable. And you get these little remote control things as well that do various bits for you. All right, so yeah, I did the tutorials. It's fine. Okay, so I say that, and now I'm going to be like, how do I do anything? All right, so let's build a universal depot. I can make that do automated stuff, which I'll deal with in a second. The Explorer will deal with in a second as well. Alright. Look at the little buggies, they're so cute. They are utterly adorable. Look at these little things. So cute. But yeah, these things carry just all your guff around. So you bring in a bunch of stuff with your initial rocket, and you start a building. So, if I remember correctly, the first thing we want to do is get a concrete extractor up and running. And I presume it gives us some Stirling generators, so that's good. Name of the stream is one of my goals in life, whatever the situation. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, bear with me if it takes me a moment to get some of the stuff, me to figure out what I'm doing. Right. What is a little... You go scan that anomaly. I want to know what it is. While you're scanning that, right, what else do we need to do? Okay. Right, so we are now making concrete, which we need for stuff. Cool. Right, okay, so that's all down the line. Okay, cool. Okay, so now let's start getting fuel production on the go, because basically you need to gather fuel so that you can send the rocket back, so the rocket can bring more shit. Is part of the loop from what the tutorials made out anyway. And the tutorials wouldn't lie to me, would they? Oh yeah, also I should pop down storages, because you have specific depots for stuff. So I can make like a concrete depot right next to this, so it can... I guess I can put it next to the generalized one. I don't know what's kind of the best idea, but I'll figure it out. Concrete, which you need to be a gangster and give your enemies concrete overcoats. I mean, it's the first part of the system, isn't it? You know, if you're not doing that, then what's even the point? Okay. The way in which like the power lines and stuff work is a little mysterious to me, because it all works on this kind of hex grid. It is most strange. Okay, are you still scanning that? Yeah, you're still scanning that. Okay. Middle mouse click to change the direction of draggables. Oh, thank you.
Anomaly analyzed. Milestone achieved.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so I've... Extractors produce waste rock as byproduct. Oh yeah, I need to do a dumping site. We will deal with that in a second. Okay, so I can now actually research something. Hydrosynthesis. Or... Drone hubs with 2 additional drones and a maximum number of drones increased to 80. That sounds useful since everything is drones. Sure. Sure. Okay. Right, then we... Oh yeah, let's do... a dumping site which will pop next to here. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. Right, so then we need the other fuel thing. Wish I could remember what that was called. Right, so you have that, and then there is... Where are you? Completely have forgotten where the fuel thing is. There's power switch, concrete extractor, metal extractor, fuel refinery. Ah, that's the pepper. Oh, I need low G hydrosynthesis. I actually need to research that. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. The tutorial did not prepare me for that. So we'll connect. Sorry, I'm just trying out the little mouse thing. That does indeed work. Just gotta watch out for worms while getting sugar. I mean, this is Mars, not Arrakis. We have to watch out for John Carpenters and John Carters. Lots of John seas, I guess. Okay. Research Corporation. New diesel telescope will be launched to scan the cosmos for... Our sponsor not want to waste an opportunity to help. This ambitious product says splitting of their launch will basically pay for a single supply pod they can fill with cargo of our choosing. Okay. Resources. Okay, so it's just telling you that. I'll get rid of these. Tell me how power works. That's giving me an anomaly. It's just update guff. Okay. Select an area to scan. Yeah, sure. Well, we do have a supply pod ready to land. So let's see what this does. I have not encountered the supply pod. Oh. Are you gonna disappear, or are you just here now? I will salvage. Okay. Slowly, getting my head around these things. Right, so I need that. Probably needs to be the priority because I need that to do the fueling. Okay. Alright, okay. Sorry, it's probably going to take me a second to... get my brain together. Alright, well, let's pop the other sterling down. I might as well. And so what we got? I assume if you pick these space Y things at the start, your drone/rockets consistently collide with things despite claiming to work perfectly. Very probably. Very probably. Okay. Oh yeah, I need a drone recharge. Oh no, there's already a couple in there, so I'm fine for the moment. Oh, these lads are getting all dusty. Oh, thank you for the sub there, Hans. Hope you and son are doing well. May the Void Dragon leave your colony alone. I hope so too. I would prefer to not have to deal with that. Now what I can do is I can use this and I can set up yeah, okay. So you load a resource, and you unload it over here. That'll mean that'll just be like, that'll just mine that metal until it is basically done. Alright, okay. Okay, so we've got the drone hub. This is all a bit more than I need right now. Okay. is I'm like, okay. Everything is rather specific until I get the ability to make that fuel. So let's spin forward. How much have I done? Oof, I'm only 8%. And I do need that. Let me build. Hello, Titan. Oh yeah, you can see this thing, which is now consuming all of the metal and will deposit over here. I just realised that it reminds me a bit of like a super-sized, what's the Gene Stealer cult thing called? Is it Goliath? Reminds me a little bit like one of those. Oh, back after devouring salad. Oh, good, good. Yeah, sure. Let's build a sensor tower. That seems sensible. Oh, I've just got to kind of get used to where everything is. Sure. Half Goliath, half Jerry Anderson background vehicle. Yep. Ooh, I have found a new anomaly. Tell you what. You. Oh, it's a bit away, but like, I'm not using you for anything, so go scan that. Yeah, off you go. Off you top. Not sure why you're piling it up there. I guess it's because there isn't a... Oh, okay. Sector scanned. Okay, right. Scan here, then? Okay. There's an anomaly right here. Ugh. Well, I mean, I guess that's nearly there. It's fine. It's not going to run out of power, probably. Maybe. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Right. So I'm fine for power, because I'm not really doing anything right now. I've got a sensor tower up. I've got... I can do solar panels and stuff, which I don't need right now. Rare metals, can that just be placed anywhere, or does that... okay, that requires a deposit. What are you? You're not yet ready. Oh, I need colonists to do that. Okay. I'm figuring stuff out.
Sector
Ah, excellent. I have the thing. All right. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, and now I can hook this up. It's not pretty, but it's fine. I can hook that up like that. And this will now make a fuel. Important news, my 9-year-old tuxedo cat, Suleiman the Magnificent, is loafing on my partner's back whilst they're both asleep. That is indeed adorable. Right, so yeah, that's now producing fuel, because you can make fuel from water. It's the future, it's fine. And that is now refueling that, which requires 50 fuel to be able to go back. And then I can... Okay, I should grab my RC Explorer. Get its RC all the way back over here. There. Nice clean NASA core rockets are always nice. Okay, so I'm now making all that. The drones have stuff to do. Oh, I need to set a new... I don't really need a farm yet. Increase production by 25%, also increase power consumption by 10. Same. I was saying it's an Engels quote. Okay. That's probably going to be useful. Oh yeah, so you can sort of like stack them to just start researching whenever. Okay. Okay, so I can just kind of add them so they'll all kind of just slowly tick over. Okay, okay, that's cool. Cool. Is that one? Yeah, that's on its way back. All right, okay. So I'm now producing that to do that. So now I can start. Need to look for. Oh, that doesn't look good. It went away. It's fine. So that's a deposit. A research site. Okay.
Sector scanned.
Didn't mean to do that.
Though initially fruitless, we recalibrated the operating spectrum for our scans and voila.
Okay. Research complete.
We have discovered a large water deposit. Excellent. Well, then, I mean, I guess we can just build like a big water extractor there. Can I build one of those already? I know that there is no cable connection. It is fine. Do not worry about it. That is not what I meant to do. I meant to rotate it this way around. For it pleased. $8 months, but it's not a strict. Do not worry. Chambers, thank you very much for the sub. Okay. Yes, it will deliver things. Okay. We'll deal with that when it is refueled. You go and... Is there any other anomalies to...
Sector scanned.
What's that? Oh, I think it's because the sector scan thing. It had a little bit of a red thing around the edge, and I was like, wait, what? Am I dying? Have I gone up too high? What's happening? Building's not working. Well, yes, it's not connected up yet. Get off my fucking dick. Jesus Christ. Sure, whatever. That's fine. Okay, so I feel like This seems like with the
Resources are low.
resources being low, we're low on power, so I should actually start building some solar panels. That seems like a good shout, I feel. Luckily, streaking isn't mandatory when subbing to Wib. Well, I didn't say that. I should probably also build a power accumulator, because it's basically just a big-ass battery. So the solar panels can sort of stock up power throughout the day. Okay. Exposition. You can salvage the rocket. Okay, seems pretty fucked up. Okay.
Milestone achieved. Sector scanned.
Yeah, I don't like when it does the sector scan thing and it like pulsates red. Construct a dome. Okay, so the next thing is dome
Research
stuff.
complete.
Ooh, there we go. Right. You. Go. Oh, I got those mixed up for a anomaly. I've actually got any anomalies now. Yeah, there's no current anomalies, so let's scan another area and we will look for anomalies. Okay. How long have you been playing this for? Like, well, the stream's been going for like 40 minutes. Far too long for how little I have got done. Right. Okay, so we want to be building up to get a dome going, so we need a moxie that produces oxygen. Let's pop one of these down. So 40 minutes, or have you played before? I have played the tutorial before playing the stream, so I do not know how the game works. I know just enough to know the basic like mechanics of it, so that I would not be completely lost. The building's not working well. Yes, it's not connected up to power. It's fine though. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We're okay. There's a lot of waste rock. Okay. Right, okay, so I've got those two things, and those need to be hooked up. And I've got power, so that would be... Alright, so I've got the basic requirements for a dome. So let's just pop a dome down, and we will see how this goes.
Sector scanned.
Okay, so I can get a cargo rocket. I don't know what I need yet. So let's do this. Maybe you could douse for water on Mars. We're not. This is not the intergalactic Severn Trent water. Okay. Actually, can I preemptively hook up these pipes? I can indeed. It's fine. It's fine. It's how it's supposed to be. That's curious. Oh well. Again, that is a problem for later me to deal with. No one said that Wibopolis, or whatever stupid ass name I gave to this, would be a normal place. Hey, Zithia. So I feel we're probably going to need a bit more power going on here. So let's try a wind turbine for a lark, because I know that they require more.
Research complete. Milestone achieved.
There we go. We have made a dome. Ooh, wow, yeah, that's messy. Oh well. Colonists live in residential buildings within the dome. The base of residential buildings called. Okay. Yeah. Lambda Industries' Deep Space Telescope is performing as planned, or what isn't performing well as data analysis. The amount of information the telescope is sending towards Earth is mind-boggling. They have issues processing it all. Lambda Industries is officially extending a request for help. Okay. Sure. I can probably do something like that. Maybe. Or I can send that lad to scan that anomaly. I've now done a bunch of stuff. Ooh, things require less fuel. Ooh, that sounds just kind of useful. Sensor towers don't require power or maintenance. Also very useful. Breakthrough. What's that? Well, we'll stick that on the end then. Sure. Sure. Okay. How's Mars treating you? It is going okay. I am slowly figuring out how the game works.
Resources are low.
Resources are low. Okay. So more power, more water. Alright, well, we know now, don't we? Can I put down multiple of these on this water thing? Does that work?
Research complete.
Let us see. And we need a lot more power, so let's build a couple more wind turbines, maybe? To survive the harsh memory, right? Okay. Okay, so polymers we are low on, so that seems like a thing that we will need quite soon. Alright, okay. Okay, we're now only at -1 on the energy front, which I mean, is certainly better than not. What I can do is set these so you can turn off. So these don't operate at night. Okay, that makes sense to me. And then we will. Where's my water? Pipes. There we are. Can I just?
Sector scanned.
How can I not?
Research complete.
I'm trying to figure this out. Sure. There we go. All right. Shame no coming over across over compatible games where you build a settlement and you load maps and build in game A and battle over them with big stompy mechs. Oh, there was like the idea of trying to make like a kind of hybrid RTS style thing that also has like a kind of more conventional thing. There was a game sort of early 2000s. It was kind of similar to that. It was a fantasy thing, and it was like a straight RTS that then became, you know, the other thing. Right, okay, so we're still a little low on power, so let's throw another solar panel for a lark. Because solar panels are fun. Like a Rock Raiders had a first-person mode. To drive the vehicle. Occasionally, games have done that. Dark Rain used to have that as well, if I remember correctly. Okay, we are. Okay, the dome is functional, so that means we can now start putting things in it, and then people, eventually. Ooh, there's another thing there. Oh, warning, malfunctioned. Not sure what you want me to do about that. Do I get little drone lads to go and fix that? Or... Okay, I presume it's drones that manage that, in which case...
Sector scanned.
Do I take that over there? Because that's, that has its own drones. Can they fix it? Maybe. Man may never know. In the meantime, let's start filling up this with it's a place to live. Hello, Power. Low on polymers. So I guess it probably would be sensible to bring in something that has a bunch of polymers. Like machine parts. Sure. Sure. Sure, let's do that. Oh, hey, Unity. But yeah, I'm sorry, my brain is very occupied by this, so I'm not really paying super close attention. But yeah, the whole idea of having games that are multiple things at once. There's a lot of problems with doing that, and one of the issues is that you know, when you've effectively got two different games operating, then you like, to cater for one game, you have to make concessions in the other. So when you make hybrids, you tend to have to just constantly be making concessions in both angles. And I was right about the repair thing. Excellent. And so you kind of end up often just making kind of a bad, like, say it would be a bad RTS and a bad first-person shooter, rather than dedicating yourself to one of those things and making a good one of them. And just that's the wrong thing, and just the sheer dedication it takes to make, you know, just one of any of them. Ooh, low G fungi. That sounds cool. Okay, so I know we also need in there. It. Spacebar. You need a grocer and a thing that. There we go. Hydroponic farm. That's the one I was looking for. So you need that, and you need a grocer to actually distribute it. Well, you don't need one, but people prefer it apparently.
The on-site data validates our predictive models of the electrically charged dust devils.
Okay. Well,
Research complete.
get a shitload of well, of course, no, it doesn't work because it's not got workers. Okay, right. Well,
Sector scanned.
okay. Let's get this rocket in. You go do something useful. Go mine something. There we go. Go gather that and just unload it, like, here or whatever. I don't give a shit. Do what you fucking want, mate. Okay. Wonder if we need a bigger, like, universal depot. Is that a thing? Maybe? I don't know. And already being refueled. Excellent, because it's obviously that I've been making fuel while it's been away, so that means I can send it and I can bring in the colonists. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm totally going to kill all these colonists. It's going to be great. Okay. Yes, I know you're here. It's fine. And it is fully refueled already, and it doesn't have anything on it. So yeah, let's send this back. And we can get some colonists in. Excellent. Let's So I've got some extra polymers to play with, so let's build some other shit. Let's throw in another... Let's actually take any polymers next one. Let's build another wind turbine. Will that be able to pull from the power? Or is that too far away? I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. Okay, that is hooked up. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Well then. We shall get our colonists on. You do burn through the things to scan pretty fast. I guess I am playing the game at like stupid speed just because it like is a bit simpler. Let's get you to go and scan. You don't scan things like that. You scan things like this. Because that is rare metals. Water reclamation. That sounds pretty useful. Transport optimization. Feels like maybe starting down the social track would probably be a good idea. Now, I'm going to be pulling those back soon. Alright? One thing I do know, which I should probably get into at some point, once you know I've got like more sort of stuff going on, is that I know if you put these like wind turbines, you put them up somewhere high like this, it'll generate way more power. Everything seems to be ticking over. All is well. Okay, I should probably do like a I realise I don't have any water towers. To like help store me water. Not sure how this will connect. Well, let's find out. We'll just build it here. Probably a bad place, and we will find out how easy that is to connect.
Research complete.
Ooh. Lambda Industries is immensely satisfied with our helping hand in the data analysis and wish to repay us with a reward of our choosing. A helpful hand with our own research projects. How about a discount on outsourcing projects? Or money will do just fine. Yeah, sure, let's do the sponsor research thing. Fucking whatever. Like, I wonder if this will just automatically connect to this because there's already a thing on its lines, or will it? Yes, it automatically connects. Okay, cool. It's probably a good idea to have some water going on. Okay, the thing's back, so now let's bring in a passenger rocket. Now, we can select individual people, but I cannot be bothered to go through every single one of them because you can find specific people who know how to do specific things. Because they all have their own little stats and stuff, but I feel like I will just be going down some ridiculous rabbit hole. So fuck it.
Sector scanned.
There's another thing down there. Okay. Where are you? Come scan an anomaly. Sure, I told you to scan an anomaly. But you didn't. Because you're being terrible. I'd love to see you play Dwarf Fortress. I have never actually played Dwarf Fortress. My understanding of it is that I would probably be terrified by the complexity of it and would maybe lose my mind trying to stream it. This would not surprise me. Whilst I'm doing that, I believe there is also... what is it? The spacebar. Which allows people to not go insane because you're giving them somewhere to, like, hang out and stuff. See for you. Yeah, you can go out here and... There you go. No, I didn't mean to. I did not mean to do that. Ignore my stupidity. And just... Okay. We now have a space bar. How cool is that? Oh, posture check, everybody. Make sure that you are not hunched over like a gremlin. I would never do such a thing. I am forever a normal person. Oh, I can build like a dedicated landing pad. That seems like a nice idea. Rather than just to have them awkwardly land on just a blasted bit of rock. Let's put it where the other thing is. It's probably better to put it close to this. But oh well. Wib! Ah! Hello, Juiced. It is indeed me. But I want to be a gremlin. Again, I know next to nothing about Dwarf Fortress, I'm afraid. Building is not working. What building is not? Oh, it's these not working, because there's not workers. Alright.
Sector scanned.
Have you ever played RimWorld? I have not.
Milestone achieved.
Whee! We got little dudes.
New
Look at them
colonists
hopping along. And going, my god, all of the, everything's covered in Martian dust. This place seems terrible. Oh god.
Crop failure reported.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so...
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Cool. So yeah, basically you have to survive for 10 sols before any new people can arrive. So this is like the colonizing stage where everyone... And look at how goofy their outfits are. I love them. Look at them go. Look at them go. No edible food has been harvested. Well, I mean, yeah, because like people have only just arrived, so you know that's not entirely surprising. Microgreens, leaf crops, wheat. Sure. One of everything seems good. Water reclamation also seems useful. Tourists come to Mars for a stellar holiday experience, raise satisfaction with hotels, safaris, and keeping their stats high. After 5 stars, tourists will look for nearby rockets to go home. Upon returning to Earth, they give holiday. Okay, so I should not I should not have had any tourists coming in this initial thing. Well, I know that now. I didn't even notice there were anything, so I just accepted whatever was there because I was like, fucking whatever. Okay, let's pop a research lab down because that seems sensible. Oh, thank you very much, Juhust, for the for gifting a sub to Goth. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you.
Research complete.
Okay. Wet eye. It bloody malfunctioned again, didn't it? Alright. Go and fix it. Okay. So the next thing is to have someone actually born on Mars. Okay. That seems normal and fine. I should... Oh! Glad to hear that, Juhust. Glad to hear that. So that's building that. Okay, so basically we just need to make sure that not everyone fucking dies over the next 10 days, which I think I can probably manage. I think that's going okay. You want to finish fucking scanning that? Looks like I could do with a bit more power, so let's pop in another solar panel.
Anomaly analyzed.
Okay. Let me go and look at that anomaly as well. How are we doing? It's mostly scanned. Well, it's not mostly scanned. It's not even close to mostly scanned. But it is getting there. Right, okay.
Research complete. Milestone achieved.
Oh! I produced food, everybody! I made food! Excellent. I like how they set up fireworks. That seems like good use of the resources that we don't have. But, you know what? It's fine. Got a couple of these. So what we got? High rise, so you can have more colonists in there. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Low G turbines. Sure. Ooh, wow, there is a lot, isn't there? Okay. Would fireworks work on Mars? I mean, yeah. One would assume. And at the very least, I'm not actually sure what the exact makeup of the Martian atmosphere is offhand, and how that would react to such things. I like the little solar panels; they're very cute.
composition of the debris collected from the anomaly site has proven to be an uncrackable riddle for our science team.
A genius applicant is available on Earth. Okay, so I can bring in a genius because they wondered just what the Jeff is going on. Okay, that's interesting. Ah, yes, I was scanning that area. Okay. Okay, we're chipping away. We're chipping away. Things seem to be going all right. What other... Okay, so... let's see what other stuff we've got. So we've got a shuttle hub. That's kind of
Sector scan.
a later thing. Oh. Settler Hobbs. Thank you, Hobbs. It's tip $5. A peace offering from my fledgling giant monster colony to your fledgling Martian colony. May your journey be a prosperous. Thank you very much. Well, we are making food and not dying yet, so that's probably good, I feel. Probably. But thank you very much. Okay. Alright. So this is all just more of the same. So I can produce polymers from water and fuel. Alright. Yes. So I can start making my own polymers with that. Alright. That seems like something that would be very useful to start having. So let's try and build one, see what happens. We just learned how to harvest poop, so I think you may be a bit more advanced than us. Ah, the joys of video games. Okay, you can. I know you can add like shifts to do more research, but oh shit! Oh, thank you very much, Jahoost, for gifting subs to. Ah, what is that? Thank you very, very much for gifting subs to Incredible Hippie, to Frankenstein, Sanity Attack, Promok359, Fuzzball Plays, Talix Fallouts, and then the screen moved and confused my brain, JD Porkshank, Datasmith Z, Tasha in the Dark, and El Mutante. Thank you very, very much. That is very, very generous of you. Thank you. And gets us up to the 50 target. Thank you. Save the game. I know it'd been auto-saving, but you know, it's probably for the best to actually do it. Okay, so this requires fuel, which is brought over to it from over here. It also needs some workers, so I need some more people to actually do that. Alright. Who's being the real MVP? Exactly. Alright, so I feel like what we need to do is get up a bit more of a industrial-sized power thing going. Sort of feels like a sensible course of action at this point. So let's try and, because this is all very messy, so let's try and actually build some stuff in a sensible arrangement. So let's just build a bit of a bank of solar panels over here. And that way we can get this kind of make things a little sensible. Gardens, parks, and decoration. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's just do one of those. Let's put in something nice. Just a nice little place for people to like. A little garden. Yeah, isn't that nice? People can have a garden. Ooh, got a thing to research there. Let's grab you and do that. Alright, so I'm producing a fair amount of power now, so let's hook this thing up. There we go. Oh my fucking god, Wib. The rocket with the landing pad for a second looked like the biggest morning glory. Saluting Mars. I mean, what is the point in going to another planet if you can't plant down the most enormous, like, phallic monument possible? Like, what's even the
Building a
point?
new home on an alien world, that takes guts, to say the least.
After all, purpose is strongest around Mars. Lothar Holmberg's enthusiasm has proven above average, even by founder norms, and the prodigious productivity displayed can be boiled down to one simple explanation. Lothar Holmberg really loves doing what Lothar Holmberg's doing. Hint, the founder, Lothar Holmberg, has the enthusiast trait. That's the spirit.
Research complete.
Okay. We are fine for food, currently. How's this doing? You know what, I should get rid of the people currently on shift there, because they don't need to be. So they can...
Resources are low.
Resources are low. What are we low on? Machine parts. Okay. That makes sense. You know what, you... Ooh. Wait, why? Why did you... There is food. Oh, I don't have... I need more, like... There's so much stuff on board. Because I've just got... I didn't realize how much food I have. I have so much fucking food. Okay, we're fine.
Scanned.
We're fine. Should we just close this down for the time being? While I'm not using it? Because I just need more people. The rock next to the rocket looks like a butt plug too.
Research complete.
I mean, it does have a flared base, although the moulding on that has all gone to cock. Pun intended. Is that thing broken down again? No, just scan the anomaly. Okay. More applicants. We need that. Ooh. Increased water production seems very useful. Not new crops? Yep, I'll take that. Sure. Sure. I know what I'm doing. Very much so. I guess there's not really much point in like building more domes and stuff until I've got more colonists coming in. Well, I suppose I could start building them just to sort of get things. Deposit the metals. So can I do that yet? 'Cause I'm just thinking, like, you know, a metals extractor. Ah, so you need to have domes closer. Right, okay. So,
Anomaly found.
domes.
We've just found
Ooh.
Beagle 2.
Oh,
At
found
least
Beagle
what's
2.
left of it.
Over 2 years over those missions, Mars ended disaster. The tragic course of events attributed to bad luck, human error, and simply inevitability of shooting blind in the dark created a dark humor revolving around the great galactic ghoul, which feeds on exploration probes and the mystery of the Martian triangle. Okay. Oh, cool. So finding it reduces the cost of robotics tech by 10%. All right. I'm all right with that. Okay, so let's build a dome a bit. So you can build alternate domes. So you can build little domes, or just a basic dome. Okay. How does one connect the domes is the question. And yeah, fuck it. We'll figure shit out. We'll figure shit out. Domes so don't connect. You have to build a separate tunnel system between them. Oh, okay. Okay, that checks out. I presume I'll have to build another drone hub. Okay. And now Mars has been granted a rocking set of knockers.
Sector scanned.
Look, I mean, at the end of the day, if you can't like make a giant wanger and a big old pair of titties, then what is even the point in like scientific advancement? Like, I ask you. Oh my god, I have so much fucking food, you guys. I have so much fucking food. Connects nearby domes. Okay. We just pop that in like a spare bit. And that ends up coming through it. Oh, okay. Okay. Fucking Jeff does this work. Okay, I'll wait for that to be built because it seems I don't know if that's. I'm very confused by those mechanics.
Sector scanned.
We will figure it out. New anomalies found. All right, Big Ed, come check it out. What I should probably do actually, storages as a depot for food specifically, because that is what we just have an uncomfortable amount of. So we can send you back, and you can go bring us machine parts and polymers, as is right and proper. So we was giving Mars some dome today. Of course. What's the point if you're not giving an adequate amount of dome?
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
And the tiniest, simple-looking rock can contain the answers to mysteries which perplex the human mind for generations. Sometimes it takes just a simple discovery to assure us of the vastness of the universe, an encouragement to make us look beyond the boundaries of our existence and into the future. The following text is revealed in research screen: Adaptive Primes, Martian-born adaptability. Colonists graduate faster from universities. Alright, okay. Show-offs. Okay. We're learning. We're just 3 days away and no one's died, which is probably good. And you can return to Earth. Oh yeah, and I got because I had a tourist who does seem to be going and isn't thoroughly upset by the process, which is a good thing. Oh, I need more polymers to finish building this. Alright. And you have one machine part, which I assume I need one to build one more of these. So let's use our last one to get some more power going. Because I know we've got an excess of power, but like I feel we're going to need a lot more power to power a bunch more shit like this.
Resources are low.
Update my name because the last one... Oh, well. Well then, hello, Sophia. Right. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Low storage because I got that. The tourism, which was Colby Jr., who gave the holiday rating a 3 stars. Okay. You come to a Martian colony that has just been set up. Like, you are one of the first humans on it, and you have the fucking unmitigated gall to give me a 3 out of goddamn 5. Fuck you. Oh, bless you, Sophia.
Sector scan.
Okay, where are you? Yeah. You. Scan anomaly. That is your job. Your function.
Research complete.
I said, I have no idea where he was, actually. Tourist. Could have included more knob. Not gonna lie. You know what it was? They were really upset that they had to leave before the tits were complete. They were like, I'd seen the big wanger, but I had not yet seen the Martian tits, and I was not willing to wait until they finished construction, and that is unacceptable to me. Oh shit, I need to do more. I need another waste rock pile, apparently. Storage. Need another dumping site. There we go. I was going to say, yeah, they're gonna pick up all the garbage around it and dump it there. I presume there'll be something that uses those later. Here to the face of Mars, get ready for the tits and ass of Mars. Okay, right. So we just need to wait for... Okay, that can come back now. Fickle economics, your attention is required. Our sponsor informs that due to changes in the economic conditions, the import price of key resources will soon to be increased. It turns out that even Mars is not beyond the reach of the stock market hiccups on our mother planet. The price import of polymers has increased by, will increase by 100% in 5 sols. Ugh. Ah, so if I've got, like, if I have certain things, then I can mess with... Okay. If you have, I guess that's, if you come into this with certain traits, then you can affect it. Alright, okay. Well, I mean... I need to just fucking do it anyway, because I need, fucking... Let's just do it. Bring in a bunch. Don't know if I actually need anything else. Yeah, I don't really... I know there are prefab building stuff you need. Produce machine parts from metals. Okay. An electronics factory. Okay. We'll sort that out later. Alright. Yeah, my apologies if I'm going a little slow on this. I am slowly figuring out the game as I go. Have I nearly filled that up the second time? Nobody knows.
It's a rough life
Trouble
here on
I've seen.
Mars. You can't prepare for addiction.
Despite the great lengths you go through to make it seem safe and as close as possible to home, one's mind is never too far from the dangers that the privilege of being an interplanetary pioneer carries. We all find our ways to cope with the pressure. Yasu Chakrabarti finds it in a bottle. Oh no. Okay. I thought you just view or alcohol is not the answer. Okay. Well, let's have a look at them. Recover sanity when gaming. Okay. The thing is something that can be caused by... okay. Alright, okay. There's a lot going on there. We'll deal with that in a moment. Okay, so we're fine for power. I feel like we're going to need water. So do we have anywhere else that we have discovered that has water? Okay, so there's a thing down here. So I guess if we build another little water refinery down here, because I feel we're going to need a lot of it, that feels sensible. Didn't mean to do that. Keep doing the wrong thing. Too far from working drone commander. Okay. So let's get the RC commander out here and we can set up a temporary thing with him.
Sector scanned.
And then I'll have to bring some resources across, presumably. Well, I didn't tell you to come. This is a slow chill game, no need to turbo speed. Oh, thank you, bless you. Yeah, okay. We are getting there, and we do seem to, yeah, we're doing absolutely fine for food, which is like the thing I was initially kind of worried about, because that's the one mechanic I really hadn't, well, I say the one mechanic, one of the many mechanics I had not really toyed with much. Okay, right, well, let's... We've done a research lab. Dome services. Let's provide some dome services. This seems like a nice thing. Oh, actually, infirmary, that seems super useful. Although I will need more, I need more workers, really. For a lot of stuff. Open air gym seems like that would be a good thing as well. So let's do that. I like how they take the food and put the food out here because this is like the dedicated food storage place. Like, Like, ah, yes, we have the food in here. No, we must take it out to the arid, horrifying place instead. This is the obvious answer. Right, so that's the metals. That's concrete. Don't need any more concrete. The ground rare metals. Research site. Boost the research thing. Okay. Okay, I can bring this down now. Excellent. Oh, bless you, Sophia. No, I agree. I agree. It is a lovely name. But yes. So okay, that should bring me enough to be able to build the second tit. Yes, the tit is being constructed. Everybody, the boob is under construction. Oh, we've just got 6 hours left of the founder phase. Excellent. Okay, can we...
Research complete.
Low G turbines. Cool. Subsurface heating. Increases local temperature in cold areas and protects nearby buildings from cold waves. Consumes water. Okay, that seems like a useful thing to have. Cargo space increased. Ooh, that also seems useful. Sure. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I'm gonna do it. You can. Yeah, I think you. Yeah, you can name the domes. That's La Fontaine. Yes, I know it needs to be hooked up to life support, and I just have not done that yet. Why must you torment me, sir?
This will go down in history.
Okay, the long-time dream of human civilization as a whole to settle on another world has come true. To be among the people who made this happen makes me feel enthusiastic and proud. We are already swarmed with applications for relocation to Mars, and the wanderlust and enthusiasm of these people makes me proud to be a human being. The Red Planet continues to be inhospitable and even dangerous, but we as a species have always displayed the ability to adapt and improve. The adverse conditions will only make us try harder, so I say bring it on. The colony has been evaluated positively. Additional colonists can now be called from Earth. Cool. Right, so that means...
Sector scanned.
That you have... Okay, so we have scanned... That, so it says scanned... Let's do that. Now, you go back to Earth, because you have nothing on board, and we can bring in some more colonists, because that's the next thing we need.
Resources are low.
Alright. So, we need to hook this up to the other thing. So let's see how that works. Okay, so it's just a simple, like, do. Okay. And, yeah, we will... There we go. Okay. we have done the thing. So does that connect to the supply? I think it mentioned somewhere that it connects to the supply of this, so that might be an issue. I might suddenly have a sudden drop. Oh, no. It seems fine. Stated resources expected to last less than 3 souls. It's fine. We will be fine. Oh, thank you very much for the sub there, Translator Wolfen. Subscribe for 49 months. Oh, wow, thank you. Okay, so once that goes back, we will bring in some more colonists, which means we will need to have some more places for them to live. Although, oof, power gets real low at night. Okay, right. This is fine. This is fine. We will simply build a ton of wind turbines. Okay. We'll build them over here as well. It'll be fine. Can I, like, hold down shift to build multiple? Yes. Good. We will have power. Okay. I guess, is that just... Do I reset filters so that will go away? Oh, I right click on it. That was probably the easier answer. Alright, so if I am to build a... What was it? I need to build a water extractor here. Well, a couple of water extractors to be more precise. That'll mean I need the resources for that, which is concrete and machine parts. So, if I use that, and if I go, alright, this is me actually figuring out, load resources, I need concrete, and I take it over there.
Sector scanned.
I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out, everybody. We'll get there eventually. Okay. Oh, we can do the thing. So let's bring in some more. Let's bring in some colonists. All right. So, let's get rid of the fucking. Get rid of the fucking tourist. Because we don't really... Well, actually, we can have a tourist now. It's not actually a big deal, but I really want workers. So we've got a botanist, geologist. I feel like having more botanists would probably be useful. Sure. Sure. This feels fine. It is probably fine. And we have an uncomfortable amount of food, so we're probably okay on that front. Alright. Okay, so underground metals. So now can we build this metal extractor? Okay, we need a drone thing closer to this because we do not have one particularly close. Okay, so I need Okay, I'm a little confused here. Oh, you need prefab parts to make that. So I'll need to use the little dude to do that. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it, everybody. You. I know you're stocked up on stuff, but it's fine. You can put it back. It's okay. Okay. Getting it only nearly 2 hours in. I mean, that's fast for me. Get that. So,
Research complete.
alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. Germany increase the comfort of all residents in the dome. Oh, that seems like just generally a good thing. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. So that needs that just needs some water. So once we get the big water system once we sort out this little orbiting water system, I suppose. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Is it worth just hooking up a small little power thing for those here? Because they require 5 each. So how much does each thing actually produce?
Sector scanned.
Okay, so if I just build like 2 here. If I can, of course. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Actually, if I'm going to build them, I should build them up here. Stupid things make me reasonably happy. Made a tiny airwolf in paint today. Oh, that sounds adorable. What are you lads doing? I think I might have confused them a little. How do you recharge? I've not had to do this before. Oh, that's the wrong fucking thing. No wonder it wasn't working. Yeah, the drones are getting very confused. You know what? Let's not put them up here because it seems to just really confuse the drones. They do not like it. They say no. They are very mad. They are like, we would prefer if this was not the case. And now I've got to... Gotta do fucking shenanigans to get this working. Yeah, veteran. I'm like British. No one has ever asked a British person for what reason they think they have to colonize. We just do it. You know what, I'm just going to use that to pick up this random fucking thing that is, now, come down here. Come on. All the little lads get on board. And we will try and do this. Oh shit, I need to bring the other colonists in, don't I? They've just been waiting in orbit for like several days. I'm sure they're very happy with me.
And
I just noticed how many malfunctions I've got. Oh, because I'm using up... okay. Okay, I see the issue. Let's quickly move all the food off this and then I can send it off. And we can bring in a bunch of resources that we need, because I may have fucked it a little bit here. Alright. Okay. This is fine. Come on, unload all that food. Yes, I do have my drone hub there, XCal. Alright. Yep, I'm aware of all of the problems. We will deal with them in a moment. Those require metals. Okay. Right, so I need you to go and... We have no metals. Alright, okay. I am seeing the problem. I am seeing the problem. We will deal with the problem. The problems...
Complete.
Okay. We're in the basic domes. Okay, sure. Okay, right, now you come over here. Now, oh, yes, now, if I go and gather some basic metals, I can do that. Alright. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't know why anyone would say it wasn't fine. Now we need to build a long-ass water pipe, which is going to take a bunch of resources, one assumes. But we're not going in straight lines. Okay, yeah, I know it's too far, but we will work this out as we go. And then we'll figure out how to get it down here, I guess. Ooh, oh, okay, that works.
Our colonists are suffocating. We only have a few hours to get them more oxygen before they run out.
Troubling. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Okay. Because that's the drones gonna do anything about that? Because we do have you know what, you have resources, so go on, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, everybody. I don't know why they not. Cannot find any nearby. I guess that means it's just because it's because all of the metal that we've got it's because it counts.
Sector scan.
Okay, I understand. I understand. Okay, that should go and. Are you fixing that? There we go. See, the oxygen's fine. The oxygen's fine. We're fine. I don't know why anyone was worrying. All right, let's bring in a bunch of stuff that we need. Right. We need a bunch of that. A bunch of that would also be useful. I would also appreciate some metal for simplicity. Actually, no, I don't really need it because I can just hoard that. But we need machine parts and these. That is what I want. Yeah, sure. See, it's fine. Anyway, let's get back to what I was doing, which is building the
Resources are low.
not the water tower. The if I can hit these things wrong all the time. The only way to get it down here? Go there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Right.
Research complete.
Right, now you go and... I fucking undid everything. Like a darned fool. Okay. We will. We will figure this all out. partially constructed. We're having problems with the water, but we will persevere. We will persevere. Low storage. Oh, it's oxygen storage thing. I presume it makes sense that it is. Not seeing. Ooh, fungal farm. I don't think anyone's ever said that before. Ooh, a fungal farm.
We found signs of native life.
We found signs of native life. The sensor reading for the anomaly site provided the answer to one of the biggest mysteries about Mars. The explorer examined the mineral cluster and found the preserved remains of microscopic life form. We managed to confirm that the deposit originated on Mars and not one of the asteroids that Popmart serves Mag. Oh, okay. Publicise the triumph and get more. I don't need more colonists right now, but publicise the find as a triumph of the Mars mission. Okay. Right, I won't turn things on. Like, so I will start trying to get everything hooked up and finished. Get all this stuff kind of working. Once we've got everything fixed over here. I know of more than one person in your viewership that will respond, ooh, a fungal farm, if they encountered it in real life, me included. Well, I mean, there is that. Okay. Right. At least, like I say, at least we don't have a problem with food. Like, that was my initial concern. But I believe we are now... Alright. Okay. Alright, once you've gathered that, I'm going to bring you over here. Go on, unload your resources over here. Filthy bugger. And then we can start working on the other bits and pieces. So. We've got that, because that's hooked up to the water supply. Which is like, the pipes are like combination oxygen and water, right? So that means that if I hook up this system... I keep hitting that wrong button. I keep doing it. So if I hook this pipe up to here, in this very messy fashion, but I'm learning, leave me alone. Because all that needs is power and fuel, and it will start making polymers. Which means I won't have to be worrying about the polymers anymore, which is good. Alright. Okay, so now that's
Resources are low.
full. Okay. Resources are fine, probably.
Sector scanned.
Alright. I guess I'll just follow this around and give it the resources it needs. Okay. Boop-a-doo. Did you know the Klingons apparently have a thrown weapon called a Kagat? And you can get one in STO. I don't think I'd actually encountered that, although that does remind me I need to do my my daily thing. Are you all sorted? Right, yeah, bugger off. So we can request what we need when we need it. Okay, we are now everybody, we are now producing.
Research complete.
We are now producing polymers. So we don't have to worry about the polymers anymore. Now we just need the machine parts.
Milestone achieved.
Oh, we have someone that has been born on this Martian colony. Oh, they're just gathering nearby materials. Useful. They're just automatically doing it. Bless their little cotton socks. Which means we are nearly... some of the colonists have been boinking. I mean, exactly. I mean, you know, if you were in like in a low gravity environment, you'd want to know. Like you'd be curious. Like how different would things feel? Okay. Now we don't really need. What do we
Sector
really need?
scanned.
Sector scanned. All right. Oh man, we've nearly got the. I think actually that's fine. I can just go and unload. Yeah, they're just going to sort that out, and then the water will be hooked up, and then we will have far more water. Which is good. Things will all be going fine. And then I can bring the drone thing over to help build some other shit. There we go. There we go. Our water system is now all hooked up, which I presume is... Oh shit, they need... Yeah, of course, because it needs to be, it needs maintenance. So that, how do you set up a long-range thing to do maintenance on a thing like that? Huh. It needs to be able to have the resources. Yeah, how do you do the long range sort of stuff? I guess I pull in a... I need to have like some kind of supply chain to take the parts over there. Okay. That's a bit more work than I was initially anticipating. Oh man, okay. That sort of puts a bit of a dampener on the thing. I mean, everything is fine. Everything is like going along at like a fine pace. It is fine. Go and scan an anomaly for me.
Research complete.
Okay, right. Well, I'll sort out the thing that's over here first, because I need to bring in the RC commander. Bring him over here. So, I presume I need to order in the prefab things to build more of these. I guess effectively, if I just make like another like entire secondary base kind of over here that's just the automated kind of parts of it, and just periodically bring in the resources, that would do it. People who've played this game tell me that is that how the sensible way of doing that? Because I'm trying to think of the most sensible way, other than, cause I'm not sure how to set up
Anomaly analyzed.
a cargo network with the nuance to just do a tiny part. Do that so I've got space to do a couple. That requires concrete and machine parts. Which they are. I was wondering, are you bringing those across, or? Yeah, no. Oh, that's why there's so many fucking... Okay. These extractive things also cause an issue. Okay. See, we're finding... You're living and learning. What's an alcoholic astronaut's favorite snack? A Mars bar. Wonderful. Okay, right, so, you know what, just... Actually, how many did that make? Oh, it takes 4. Okay. And concrete. Okay. Okay, and also load concrete. I forget how many. See, Unity. I'll just dump all your shit there and then I can take it all back.
Resources are low.
Yes, I know. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to have to do is just to build a is to bring in basically to do a secondary base just over here, where I can sort of use all of the resources, because there's a lot of water here. Seems like the most sensible way of going about it, at least from what I understand about how the game works, which means it's probably not sensible at all, but you know. Ooh, an experiment. A scientist barges into your office and says they have an important climate experiment to make. Quick to assure you, the experiment is perfectly safe. Bao Huang reluctantly asks for permission to test it within the vicinity of a dome, in case they need to shelter really fast. Innovation is great. Go test near a dome. Get research and make it happen. Sounds intriguing, but rather play it safe. Test it far away. Enough crazy for today. Leave my office. You know what? I like the something might happen. Maybe it's a bad idea, but I want to do it. Let's see what happens. Fortune favors the stupid. You have none of the right things I need, do you? The colony has detonated. Yep. do not worry, Sophia. The amount of comments over the years where I can tell that someone's got using their auto, like they're using their phone or whatever because it's just auto corrected. Because it turns out Wib is not a word. Huge news, I know. You know, let's go and gather a bunch of resources up there. But yeah, so I will, let's get this up and running. And then once I have, then we'll sort out the secondary. Actually, I can do that now, can't I? All right, so a drone hub. Oof, it hefty, but that is what I need. So we've got that, and if we bring in some... I know it's a bit of everything, but I suppose we'll need some drones over there as well. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. If this is all wrong, it doesn't matter. We will persevere. Yeah. Oh yeah, come back. I do actually need you to, like, dump some resources so that things can be built. So you're unloading. Right.
Sector scanned.
Okay, so that will actually be producing metal for me now. Excellent. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. The things that we have to order in are getting smaller and smaller. Now that is going to be producing the metal. Best workers, geologists.
Research complete.
You know, it might be a fun stream. I do a community watch along stream. One of the things there is just finding something that's the right stuff and that we'd all want to watch, but also isn't covered by a million different copyright things. because I mean, I don't exactly want to get the account locked down, ideally. What shall we do? Large water tank sounds useful. Storage, compression, oxygen, and power storage capacity extended. Seems useful because I've got a bunch of stuff to do. Can build smart homes. Sterling gyros. Oh, does that mean I can actually make? I will actually be able to make them. Useful. Oh, we can then be able to build. Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright. We'll bring that down over here. And first off, let's have a universal depot. And then we can build a drone hub over here. Which we'll have to get a little more power to make that run, but that is fine. So let's get that all hooked up. So how much does that take?
Resources are low.
Takes 3. Okay. Means I do need to sort out fuel over there, but okay, that means that water is now all hooked up and is now pumping water over here, so we have more water than we would have normally had. We have a polymer factory producing polymers. And we have a metal extractor bringing stuff in. Okay, cool. Right. What's next on the agenda? I guess we have stuff like underground rare metals. That's a research site. Because machine. Okay, so machine parts is what we have trouble with. I know there's a thing for making machine parts. Oh, that seems phenomenally useful. Where are we? Apartments. Olympus Hotel. Research lab. Dome services. We do need to service our dome. Go trying to blow up Mars. I'll try, veteran. I'll try. Oh, and sea hobby. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Under here. So, an electronics factory would be a machine parts factory. I need a fucking prefab for that. All right. Okay. Right. Right, I've got to set up a refueling thing over here, haven't I? Okay. Right, so... Oh, the moisture... Oh, that's also a... But I guess I've got water, I guess that's not a big deal. Fuck. Fuel refinery. There's the pepper. Yeah, I want it to be sideways, but it can't be. Okay. I am learning the ways of the Martian. And then once this is hooked up, we will... Now what does it need? Fucking machine parts. It's always machine parts. Alright, okay. Right, I do need to bring in machine parts, so let us... Okay, right, let's build a specific... Okay. Ugh, okay, so what have you... You've got metals on you, so... Fucking... Dump all your stuff there. Now you load up on fuel, for we have plenty. And then go and unload it. You to unload. For I need to get the thing in the air. Because once again, I am low on these fucking machine parts, so I need to bring in a prefab to do that. Okay. I've never played this. I assume the ultimate goal is to blow up a massive amount of the fuel a la Space 1999 and set Mars on a collision course with Earth as punishment for humanity's hubris. I mean, obviously. Hello there, Pomme de Terre. Okay, now fuck off back to Earth. As fast as you can, before it becomes incredibly obvious that nothing is working correctly. Bring in a prefab unit for the resource thing, and then we can start fucking moisture farming. Yes, that would be good, but obviously I need to research other stuff first. I always right click to do that, and it's not how it works. Okay. We really just go back to where you came from, the spaceship. Okay, so I'll get this thing set up, this machine parts thing set up, and once I've done that, I'll probably wrap up. God, this is already fucking breaking because I need to fucking yeah. You definitely need like I am noticing some peculiarities. Are you? You just not pick up the stuff? What is going on here? Are they actually taking it back? They are actually taking it back. Okay, good, good, good. They are doing the thing that I hoped they would do. They're not being ridiculous. Okay. That's nearly done. That's nearly done. Come on, come on. Alright. Right. Cargo rocket. Prefab buildings. We need a machine parts factory. Shall we have an electronics factory as well? Seems like it's something I'm going to need anyway. And why don't we treat ourselves to another drone hub while we're at it, and just a shitload of these. Yeah, sure, fuck it. This is fine. Maybe another RC transport? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. Now I've just got to wait for this bugger to get over here, and hopefully the colonists don't notice how everything is slowly collapsing around them. Because yeah, if I can have another drone port like over here, and that kind of connects the system together. Because yeah, we're not having to worry about metal anymore. It's just a bloody machine parts. Okay. How are the colonists? Elvis Dean, how are you doing? You're healthy? Your sanity? Ooh. Yeah, we do have a medical facility. I should do something about that. Let's build a medical facility.
Resources are low.
Yeah, I know, resources are low, don't worry. Yeah, we can squeeze that in there. Okay. There we go, everybody. Now, births are allowed. Okay, I do need more colonists, though.
Sector scanned.
To actually stock that. So that's of note, I feel. Are we still fine on food? Like, yeah, we've still got loads and loads of food. Okay. No storage for water. Ah, yeah, of course, I guess, because everything's being used and this is not repaired. But we can now bring this in, which should help alleviate a lot of issues. There we go. Like, oh yeah, you got plenty of stuff now. Like, don't fucking worry about it. Everything's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. See? See, the water's filling up. The water's fine. Why you gotta worry about it? Okay, so, we need to
The
build...
colonists are on the brink of dehydration. We need to figure out something quick before they
Oh
die.
my. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The water's back on. I'm not gonna be weird about it. It's okay. The water's fine. The water is fine. Right. I'll load up some machine parts so I can just grab a few and dump them over here. That way that can get that sorted out. Although that's already refueled. Right, let's send you back just for simplicity. Right, and we can now build a machine parts factory. Put it over this side. I like this as it feels like a feels like I'm doing a Trivial Pursuit pieces of pie, you know. But I definitely need more colonists now. So once the thing's gone, we will, once it's, you know, at the other end, we will go and get some... Oh, shit. Yeah, I probably need some stuff for, like... Because kids are being born, aren't they? Hmm. Yeah, like, just realising, oh yeah, kids need stuff, don't they? I hadn't even really thought about that. But yeah, we need... apartments. Okay. Give him a pop tart and give him good to go. I mean, possibly. But yeah, we'll bring in some more colonists. We should be okay. Oh yeah, I did want to build another drone controller, like over here, didn't I? So that the sort of areas are connected. Drone prop, rather. 'Cause they cover quite large areas, so... Because that's just outside. Alright, okay, let's get a...
Research complete.
Yeah. So I guess you don't want it to be overlapping too
Sector
much,
scan.
because then it just gives you a much bigger area to work with. That'll do. That'll do. We'll put it over there. It's a bit away, but it gives us like a bit more space to play with. There's no cable connection, but we can work with that. Okay, you just... Not bothered by the rest, okay. Mars, the final frontier. These are the colonies of the Snipe Wib team. The mission: do not make Weetabixes. I'm okay with making Weetabixes. I like Weetabix. I am solidly pro Weetabix, you see. Is it just because things are so far away? Yeah. Okay. Slowly trying to figure out exactly what this game wants from me in certain circumstances. Because you've got the things, but they're all over. But then, of course, it's not hooked up, so I need. Alright, okay. No, you, unload. Did I just not? Oh, I just didn't. That just didn't connect properly. Oh, that explains it. That was the problem. There we go. Hello. Hello, little man. Right, now we need a passenger rocket. And you know what? We'll just bring in whoever. It's fine. This is all... I see the issue. I see the issue. We need to go over there. Okay. Once the people come over, then we'll be generating those machine parts, and we should be fine. In theory. Although I am noticing they aren't picking up. So does each, like... Is each drone thing like a bespoke area that needs to have its resources specifically maintained in that one area? So in order to do, like...
We gather here today to bid a final farewell.
Oh, someone
to one of our
died.
finest.
Okay. Must accept that Anwu is dead. As friends, as a community, we express sadness, we acknowledge our loss. We acknowledge the great importance of Anwu's life. Yes, cool. They just died of old age. Cool. Thank you, fellow colonists.
Research complete.
So yeah, if these... Okay, so if they only operate in this, so this means that... Oh, maybe in the crossover area, if I put a depot specifically for machine parts, will that maybe do the thing? that's... I don't know, that feels sensible to me. At least vaguely. Okay. I'll just gather a few bits up and put them in there just as kind of seed. Yeah, because that means that's going to now go and fix it. Alright. Alright, okay. I need to sort out fuel production and shit over there. Okay, just
New
you
colonists
fucking
have arrived.
turn off for now. Oh, I got a goal as well. Okay, cool. Right, so people are starting to work there, so we will be actually producing those. So that is now a thing that we actually make. Fucking excellent. Okay. Why are you... Oh, have I... Oh, I've completely used up the concrete here. Alright. Boom. I have to sort out a new concrete thing. Okay. So, I have discovered a bunch of ways to mess up, but I've also discovered a lot of ways, you know, a lot of things about how the game works. So I am glad to have done this. I can see myself playing this a bunch off stream, and sort of getting a bit more of a vibe for how the intricacies of the thing work. Because I'm still not 100% sure, like, it feels like you should be able to, like, connect these. Because it does feel a little faffy how this stuff works. But I'm sure there's ways and means around it. But yeah, no. Huh. That's all we know, it wasn't an Elon colony that actually made it to old age. This is a fair point. Okay. Let's go and say hello to our colonists. Like Lee Lau, George Erickson, Ria Chakrabarti, Chunsun. Actually, oh, that you can see them in their little houses. Oh, it's adorable. Pretending to eat like. Okay, this is entirely unnecessary to have this level of detail on their little houses, but I wildly appreciate this. This is really cool. Look at them pretending to have lives. They're all hanging out at the weird... Okay, I should have been looking at the space bar. They get in these ridiculous chairs and go up to the bar. Oh, okay, that is ridiculous. That is amazing. Perfect, love it. Yep, no. Look at him go! Look at him go! Okay. You can see less with this, which makes sense, because it's more of a kind of solid block. Okay. Hey, you there. Better Presley. Okay. But yes, so I will officially say I do... Yes, I will overwrite it. Yeah, that is a cool little game. That is a cool little game. Oh, look at me. I got 6 achievements. Huzzah. But yeah, so yeah, thank you very much for joining me on that. Like, I'm always a little nervous when doing a game like this on stream because obviously you are trying to take in a lot of mechanics whilst you're streaming, which is a lot. So I'm glad that I did the tutorial first, so I at least had a vague idea of the basic loop of the game. But yeah, that is a decent little game. Let me have a quick look to see how much that how much it currently goes for. Hey, if you like the look of this game, by the way, it's currently 75% off on Steam, so it's £6.74. So if that game looked fun to you, now's a pretty good time to pick it up because it's normally 26 quid. But yeah, just shy of 7 right now. There is also a bunch of DLC for it, a lot of DLC for it. Which is also all on sale to varying degrees, from like 50% to 10%. I guess it's like depending on how old it is. But yeah, so yeah, it's a Paradox game, so that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mazu. Thank you. You may be a wee bit like, yeah, thank you for the sub, Mazu, but I'm afraid I am wrapping up now. I'm sorry. But no, thank you for showing up though, and thank you for the sub. Maybe you and Longfang can do competitive Mars colonies on Thursday. No. I don't think. I don't know if I don't know if the game even has multiplayer. Yeah, it's a solely single player thing. But anyway, thank you everyone for joining me. Be back next week. I do not know if Longfang will be back next week. He is dealing with the COVID, so we will see. But I will see you all next week myself, regardless. And I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend, and you all take care. So goodbye, everybody.